Okay, so I'm multitasking here. I'm trying to feed my son some oatmeal. He is not. Okay, well you hold it. Don't make a mess. He's not very good at getting oatmeal out of the bowl. So anyhow, so for one, I'm sorry that I look a mess. Don't have any makeup on. Here, baby, you're gonna make a mess. Now I'm gonna fix it. So anyways, I am trying to feed him, and I wanted to quickly do a video on what's been going on with the relactation because we have hit a bump in the road, but it is not stopping me. So anyhow, I told you I bought a pump, a hospital grade pump, and that I bought the S&S system. And the last time I spoke to you guys, I hadn't got either one of those in. I have got the S&S, which is just it's tangled up, which is just a bottle that you put the formula or breast milk in, and some tubes that you tape to your breast, and your baby will nurse from your breast and get the supplement that way, which also stimulates your breast to make more milk. So I have been using this. However, I'm not using it at every feeding just because it can be a little bit of a pain to get hooked up and get on and get the tube in her mouth at the same time as my nipple, and so it's a little frustrating, but I try to use it for most feedings. I especially don't use it when we go out because it just takes too much extra work when I go out. We'll just bottle feed when we go out. Sorry, my hair is like just keeps falling in my face. So anyhow, here, babe. Okay. So anyhow, in the meantime, while I was waiting for my S&S to come in, and while I was waiting for the pump that I bought to come in, I went to a local store here in town and actually rented a hospital grade pump, the Medela Symphony. So I rented that, as well as started taking my herbs. I was taking, I think it's called Giga or Gija, G-A-I-A, I think. I don't have the bottle with me at the moment, but something like that, and it's called lactation support or lactation support or lactate support or something like that. So anyways, it's just a blend of different herbs, and take one capsule 3 times a day. I'm taking fenugreek, which is 3 capsules 3 times a day. I'm taking brewer's yeast. I'm taking 3 capsules or 3 pills 3 times a day. And I contacted my doctor for some medication, hoping to get domperidone, but apparently the FDA is really kind of buckling down on the pharmacies here in my state that have been compounding the drug, and some of the pharmacies are actually being shut down because they are compounding a drug that's not FDA approved here in the United States. So there is one pharmacy that is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from here that still compounds it, but my doctor's office is no longer comfortable prescribing it because of the crackdown that the FDA is doing. So anyways, they would not prescribe me domperidone, but they did prescribe me Reglan. And Reglan works, but the only problem is Reglan can cause you to become depressed, and I do notice that I have a lot of down moods while I'm taking it. So sometimes I do skip doses here and there, which I probably shouldn't, but I find myself crying here and there for, different things. But anyways, so I'm taking that too 3 times a day. Like I said, I'm taking it at 7 a.m., 3 p.m., and 11 p.m. I have not, so I got the pump, right, and I rented the pump, and I had it for 3 days when the pump that I bought online, and by the way, I bought a pump online on eBay. It was a used hospital grade pump, so I just got my own pump, or breast shields and tubing and all that new, but I was leaving the day that I got the pump in, and I was going to go visit my dad, so I decided that I would go ahead and take the one that I rented back and return it so that I didn't have to pay for the whole month. It was $65 a month. And I took it back, and then I went and visited my dad, and then I came home. And when I got home, I opened the pump up and went to go ahead and test it, and the darn thing did not work. So I spent $300 on a hospital grade pump that did not work. And so quite frankly, I was very pissed off that it didn't work. So then I didn't have anything to pump with because I just returned the hospital grade pump to the store. So I've been without a pump since Saturday. So today is some milk. Where did I put your milk? Hold on one second. Okay, so I've not had anything to pump with. Be careful. Okay, so I've not had anything to pump with since Saturday. And today's Tuesday. So I have been just using my SNS and hand expressing. So I am in contact with PayPal. I opened a claim. I think they said 3 days or 11 days. I can't remember what they said. If the seller doesn't respond to the claim, that they will refund my money and I won't have to ship the pump back. However, if they do respond within that amount of time, I'll have to ship the pump back, wait for them to get confirmation that it's been shipped back, and then I can get my refund. So I opened up the claim and they've yet to respond. So it could take up to 11 days before I even get my refund. So I couldn't afford to buy another hospital grade pump since I'm already out $300 for right now. And to be honest, I didn't want to feel like an idiot and go back up to the store that I just dropped the pump off at and return it and then be like, oh, I need it again just a couple of days later. I don't want to be that person. So I've been hand expressing and nursing, and now when I first started hand expressing, I was just getting a few drops out of each breast. That was, and I showed you in the last one, I was getting 2.5 mLs. But now I get a lot more than that. Now my breasts actually eject the milk, and I can eject the milk for a good 5 minutes out of each side. On Saturday, the last time I pumped through the whole day, there goes my phone, hold on. Hello? Okay, so I don't know where I left off. But anyways, I am waiting for PayPal to refund me my money. I can't afford to get another one. I haven't had a pump. I'm waiting on PayPal to clear so that I can get another one. I found one on Craigslist. This one was a Medela Lactina. And I emailed about it. They were only wanting $150 for it. But I have not heard back from the person. So either they sold it or they're not checking their emails. One. Are you being a doggy? No. You're not. So, anyhow, so yeah, we're just nursing with the SNS, and I'm hand expressing, and when I hand express, like, it is literally ejecting. So and when I last was pumping on Saturday, I was getting 2.5 ounces for the whole day, which was pretty good. So I don't know how much I would be getting now if I was still pumping. I would probably be getting quite a bit more. I would love to catch the milk that I'm expressing by hand, but I cannot catch it because apparently my breasts have a mind of their own, and they do not eject the milk straight forward. The milk from my left breast, literally, it shoots straight back at me. And if I'm looking down, I will get shot in the eye. No doubt about it. So it either shoots me in the eye or it saturates my hair. So I have to pull my hair back if I'm going to hand express. And so I've got one that shoots straight back this way. And then the other, I've got like 3 or 4 that, depending, sometimes, usually I just get 3. Once in a while I get 4 to go. But they either, the one shoots straight back or they go in opposite directions like this, straight to the right and straight to the left. There's no way to catch it. It's just impossible. So when I hand express, I just get milk everywhere. So I have to go to the bathroom and stand in the shower and hand express. because my milk, no, it's not my ducts. I don't know what they are. The little holes, they just have them out of their own. And this side is the same way. However, this side doesn't shoot, my right side doesn't shoot straight back at me. It just goes in a gazillion different directions and is not catchable in a container. So yeah. That's pretty much where I'm at. I did buy a Walmart pump, one of those cheap even flows. I think it was like 60 bucks. It's a double electric pump. It's very heavy, very awkward. It's a pump for each breast, and you plug a wire into each one and then plug it into the wall. It only has a vacuum that you can change. You can't change the cycle, and you can't, it doesn't have like a letdown phase or anything like that. And my breasts actually do not eject milk when I use that. It only drips, and I can still only get just wee little bits out with that. So that's not really effective, so I don't even try to use it anymore. I figure the best stimulation for me right now is her and my hand expressing afterwards. Her suck is still extremely weak. I'll fill this up to 4 ounces, which is what she's taken every 3 to 4 hours, and she will nurse for 20 minutes on both sides and still only gets about an ounce and a half, maybe sometimes 2 ounces if I'm lucky from this. So her suck's still extremely weak, and I don't know what else to do about that. But I guess it kind of is what it is. At this point right now, until I get another hospital grade pump, I am perfectly content with what we're doing. I'm perfectly content using the SNS and hand expressing, and I'll tell you why. Because right now I'm not worried about how much milk I'm making, and for some reason I feel like I'm making more milk because I'm not worried about how much I'm making, if that makes any sense at all. Maybe it's just because I'm not stressed out about it. But the reason I'm not worried about it right now is because I feel like I'm getting the bond that I need from her while using the SNS. I feel like even though I'm giving her formula, I know that she's still getting some of my milk. And I'll even latch her onto my breast if I'm not using this. Because like I said, I don't use this for every feeding, but just say for example, I feed her with a bottle and she's hungry. I give her a little bit of milk and get her satisfied enough to where it kind of takes the edge off of her hunger. And then I attach her to my breast and let her suck without the SNS. And she'll suck for at least 5 minutes on each side. And she's, you know, I can tell she's getting milk. She doesn't swallow with every suck, obviously, and I don't really hear her swallowing, but I can see her swallowing. So I know that she's getting the milk out, so I know she's getting some from me anyways, even when I do use this. But like I said, I'm content using this for now, and I know that the stimulation will either maintain my supply, or it'll do 3 things. It'll maintain my supply, it'll decrease my supply because she's not very efficient, or it's going to increase my supply. So if it decreases my supply, then I'll just kind of have to start over from scratch, I guess, when I get the pump. But right now, like I said, I'm happy with what's going on right now. I don't feel so upset about the fact that I'm not able to pump at the moment. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I will be glad when I get another pump, but like I said, I have to wait till I have the money, because right now I just don't have the money to get another hospital grade pump. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those below. Oh, and I know that I said that she had bad reflux and she stunk like formula, and she was constipated. But I can say that since I have been pumping and giving her what I was getting while I was pumping and using this, she's no longer constipated. And another way that I know that she's getting breast milk at the moment, through using this and through sucking on my breast just without this. So, oh yeah, she is having seedy poops. They're not full breastfed seedy poops, but there's like the white seedy stuff in her poop now. So I know that she's definitely getting breast milk. She's not constipated. Her poop's not as thick as peanut butter. a little bit thinner than peanut butter. So we've definitely battled the constipation issue. She still has reflux. However, it's not quite as bad, I don't think. But she does still have reflux. She did projectile puke on my stomach earlier today, which wasn't very pleasant. And I thought she was fine, but this was like an hour after she ate. She just puked right over top of me. What are you doing, son? You're so silly. So anyhow, that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those below. And maybe next time I do a video, I won't look like crap. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye.